Thank you for waking up with Happy Ass, where we come together to grow mind, body, and spirit so we can in turn go out and make the world a brighter and sweeter place for ourselves and for others. So I'm so glad to be here with y'all today. I have already been all over the place. I already gone and worked out and come back and want to talk to you about some things. And I a lot of times talk to you about stuff that I want to know myself and I want to focus on and I want to become better at. And at age 65, memory is a thing. It is a big, big thing. Mm. Look at me. Look at me drinking my water. I hope Jen sees this. I'm drinking. Well, I had to be honest. I put Propel in it. Water is so boring to me. I know. Don't get me started. I know. Supposed to drink plain water. Blah blah blah. I know, but at least I'm doing this. I'm so proud of myself. So, I want to talk to you about memory and recall and all those things like that and our brain health. And I love this. Let me get the guy's name right. He was Dr. Charan Ranganath. He is a neuroscientist. I love that. I love, if I could go back, maybe I should be a neuroscientist. I don't know. I absolutely am fascinated with the study of our brains and how we are cognitively and the things that impact our brains. And there are so many things that do and can. And this is the thing, two things. We talk about things as they're separate, like heart health, brain health, our body health, all this, but it's all connected. It's all connected. Remember that little song we sang, and I'm not gonna get this right. Your ankle bone's connected to your foot bone or whatever, your funny bone's connected to your something bone, but it was all connected. It was all connected. And kind of ironic, I can't remember it. Am I talking about memory? So I'm very fascinated about that right now because at my age, one of my fears, one of my healthy fears is um, I want to do everything I can to not have dementia because to me, that is just such a horrible disease. And I've seen people suffer, the families suffer so greatly. So if I can do anything to prevent that or to diminish that possibility or prolong that possibility, I want to do it. How about you? So, what if somebody said to you, I've got this pill that you can take with little side effect, little, very tiny bit of side effects, and it would make sure that you would have the best chance ever of having good memory, having good brain health on into your age. You would be one of those super agers. Would you do it? Would you do it? Yes, most of us would do it. But guess what? There are things that we can do and we don't do it. So I'm going to touch on the 6 lifestyle changes and please, I'm not being judgy and because I don't do all of them either. So don't hear me think I'm being judgy. But what if you could enhance your memory? What if you could enhance your possibility of not being depressed, enhance your ability to recall the things you need to recall? And this is the deal, y'all. We have so many thoughts going through our brains every single day. So many. And we can't remember all of them. We can't. And nor do we want to. Can you imagine if you remembered everything? Holy moly. Talk about a brain hoarder. That would just be bananas. So there's things they've studied that there's 6 factors that have been shown in the people who maintain their brain health and maintain their health. And again, like I said, you can't separate. I know that my husband, because he had diabetes, his diabetes from metabolic disorder filtered into everything. It made his heart not work as well. It made it difficult for his cancer treatment. I mean, there was just so many things. So that's why I stress so strongly the connection between our mind, our body, and our spirit. It's so important. So the very first thing, I'm gonna get away with the first 2 that people aren't gonna like me saying. They discovered that there's factors involved in people maintaining their brain health, their mental cognition, and things like that. The first 2 were no smoking and no drinking. Those were the 2 right there. No smoking, no drinking. Well, a lot of people smoke, which is so sad. Every time I see a person smoking now, I go, really? People still smoke? And it's mind boggling to me because of how damaging it is. And when I see young people smoke, I want to go slap it out of their hands, but I don't. Keep my mouth shut, but I don't want to. So no smoking, no drinking. Okay. Those are the two. Okay. The other one is, and this blew my mind, multitasking. Multitasking is horrible for your brain. And it's horrible for your brain because it creates more stress. And chronic stress is just, I don't even have to go into all the reasons chronic stress is bad, do I? I mean, I believe that what's been happening to me over the past few months with uh, the dizziness and all the things that I've been going through, the holding on to the weight, not being able to lose the weight, are all stress induced. I really do. So I'm working on that. I'm working on trying to mitigate my stress. So no smoking, no drinking, multitasking. Multitasking has been, it doesn't work, y'all. It doesn't work. I used to think I was the one person in America that could multitask. I thought, you're talking about most people, but not me, not me. Yes, guess what? Me too. Me too. Multitasking doesn't work. And this does not surprise you. A healthy diet and maintaining your weight is so important. So important. And I am so cognizant of that as I get older. And it's so important to me. Number one, I want to look nice. But number two, I want to feel good. I want to have a lot of energy, which I do. And so that's real important to me. So I am doing the things I know to do to help me in that regard. The other thing is, in which you probably know this, is, and I'm going to tell you one of them that I have a really hard time with. You'll find out in a minute. The other one is social engagement. Social engagement is so good for you. Social engagement is so good. And of course, exercise. So for me, I look at my life, my social engagement is on the golf course. Much of my social engagement is on the golf course. If you want to walk with me, if you want to exercise with me, I love that. I'm not much for just sitting around and chit chatting. I know you think that's crazy, given that I have a podcast where I just talk to people, but I would rather be working out with you. I'd rather be playing golf with you. I'd rather be volunteering with you. Anything that has activity. So no smoking, no drinking, social engagement, exercise. Y'all, if you think about it, is there anything out there that continuous exercise does not help? I can't think of one. I can't think of one. Exercise is imperative. And people say, well, I can't walk. I can't this. Do whatever you can do. Do whatever you can do, y'all. Exercise is vital. And guess what? How about exercising with a friend? That would get your social engagement down and your exercise down. All right. This is the one that's hard for me. I'm going to just be very honest with you. This is a factor that I have a really hard time with, and it's sleep. Sleep deprivation is awful for us in so many ways. One of the things that one of the theories about memory and sleep is that in dementia and things like that is at night when we are sleeping, we get rid of some of those amyloid proteins. We can't get rid of them if we're not sleeping. That helps us get rid of those, and they don't get stored in our brain, in our bodies. And so sleep deprivation. And my problem with sleep, I don't know about you, is that I'm real busy, super busy, and I've got so many things going on, the kids and work, and so I don't have a whole lot of time just to do nothing. So at night, I want to sit and scroll through Instagram, y'all. Seriously. Seriously. And I will get on a tangent and I'll scroll through Instagram. It's entertaining to me. And then I don't sleep because I'm wired up because I've been looking at Instagram. So I'm really working on that. So social engagement, I want to be more intentional about that. I already don't drink. I already don't smoke. I already exercise, but I need the sleep part. And I want to be better about my eating. And when I say better about my eating, I want to eat more whole foods. I want to eat less of the processed stuff and more of the whole food stuff. So those are some good things, y'all. So there you go. You've got something that you can do to enhance your memory, to enhance your possibility that you won't get Alzheimer's one day or any kind of dementia. and there are no side effects. There's zero side effects from that. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that cool? Okay, here's our affirmation for today. Oh, let me tell you this real quick. Y'all, on July, I'm going to tell you this almost every day because I really want you to be there. On July 18th, we are having an art pop-up at Beachy Beach. I'm going to start having more small ones than one big one like I used to. We have a wonderful art pop-up. Matt Siegel and my daughter will be singing. We'll have wonderful food. You know, we always have good food at Beachy Beach. And our artist is going to be Chad DeRochier. I can never say their name right, so please forgive me. Chad is amazing. You'll be seeing me send out things. But our art gallery, we're going to have an art gallery in the training room. We'll have good food. We'll have adult beverages, and we'll have kiddie beverages for me. And it's going to be such a fun time. So please come on July 18th. I think 5 to 8-ish. I've got to figure that out today if I want it to be 5:30 to 8:30 or 5 to 8. But I'll get that all figured out today. But stay in tune for that, July 18th. Okay, here's our affirmation, and we're running out of time. So here we go. All right. Enhancing my memory. I am so grateful I can do things to enhance my memory. A healthy lifestyle, paying attention to my mind, body, and spirit gives me a great life. I have a great memory and a healthy mind. I practice healthy choices daily. I feed my mind, body, and spirit. I nourish myself with whole foods and positive thoughts. I have a great memory and a healthy mind. I do one thing at a time, knowing that focus adds to my brain health. I am healthy in mind, body, and spirit, and so it is. Y'all, I'm sorry it went a little bit over today, but I was so happy to be back with y'all. Be sweet, y'all. Bye.